of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. And it's time now for another interview segment on a very busy Tuesday. Our segment's brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. We're finally getting into some stretches of good weather. That means people are wanting to get out and get moving around a little bit. So one group of people that are very interested in taking care of business, at least as far as Homer City Center Township is concerned, Homer Center Parks and Rec, and Aaron Lehman from Homer Center Parks and Rec joining us here on Indiana in the Morning. Aaron, how you doing this morning?
I'm not bad. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you coming in to talk about this. So, Homer Center Parks and Rec, that covers not only the small parks that we have in Homer City, like Floodway Park and things like that, also the community pool as well. And what are some of the other things that people might not be aware that Parks and Rec takes care of?
Okay, so basically we take care of all the different parks. First of all, I have to give a shout out to Al Parado, who's our maintenance guy. He's doing a phenomenal job keeping up with the parks. One of the biggest things, we have a floodway. Well, I was going to talk about the different parks and individually. But floodway, we have two softball fields and a playground and a pavilion. And the thing about the softball fields is they're two of the nicest ones in Indiana County, we've been told. So, we can have tournaments there. We have people just come and, play softball. We have leagues, that type of thing. And it seems like everybody pretty much enjoys it because you can play on two court softball instead of one.
Yeah. I've been actually seeing, going through the community, I've been seeing those softball fields being used by some of the teams out there, and the games are pretty well attended.
They are, yes. And so we have that, the ability for that. We also have in town. In town, we just had a new surface put on the basketball court and the tennis court, and we have pickleball there. And one of the things is we have lights. So if people want to play pickleball, and I know pickleball is huge, I haven't played it yet, but I really want to learn how to do it because it seems like a lot of people do it. We actually have lights there that go off around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So people can come there. Kids are playing basketball. It's a great facility there. We also have a new playground equipment there.
Good.
So, you can go play, pickleball, have the kids play on the playground, have other kids play basketball. We really have a lot of stuff going on there.
You'd be surprised how popular pickleball is in Indiana County.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen it kind of grow over the past few years. But also good news about the basketball court, getting the new surface on that should come in handy because I know that there's a big basketball tournament coming up later this year with the Kai Habrowski Memorial.
Yes.
And do you have any information on that?
A little bit. So we're donating actually some pool passes and a pool season pass to the tournament for prizes.
Cool.
And I think they have 40-some teams, which is amazing. They always come over and they clean up in town because that's one of the places that Kai loved to hang out. So they really help us out with that, and it's an amazing tournament that people enjoy, and it's nice that the school has the facilities to do that.
That is amazing, and that's very, very cool. So that's all going to be coming up. Has there been a lot of upkeep to try to get things going for the year after kind of this long wet spell that we've had, not just with winter, but going into the early parts of spring where it's been mostly rain all the time?
Yeah, the biggest thing is the softball fields because we have to put the turfs on. We have to make sure we have the holes, filled in, and especially because the Homer Center girls softball played there, so we have to have the fields ready for their games. So that's been difficult with all the rain, but every time they need to play, Al always has the fields ready to go. So that's a good thing. And
some of the other community parks too, right? Like I know there's a small little playground in Lucerne. That is that under the auspices as well?
Yeah. We also do Lucerne Park, and we have the playground equipment. Looking at maybe putting some other things there. The only problems that we have sometimes is there are some people that are driving ATVs and motorcycles, and we're just worried that things might get ruined. So we haven't really done a lot of stuff there, but it's something that we have on long term. And one of the other things I really want to look at getting is a park at in Coral Grayston.
Oh, okay. So
because they don't have one right now.
Right. Have you been able to find some property down there that you?
We haven't. No, we're that's on the radar too.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's in the pipeline. All right.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Another thing that's in the pipeline, and I think a lot of kids will be waiting for this. First day of pool season.
That's right. Yeah, first day of pool season. So we've done some renovations with the pool. We have an ADA stair. We have a lift. And also the bathrooms are ADA compliant now.
Okay.
So the thing I saw last year for the first time, because we have stairs there, is a lot of families are coming. And that's one of the things that I really wanted to promote is getting families, together to the parks, to the different recreation areas. Mm-hmm. And that has brought a lot of families in, because before we had ladders that you had to climb up and down.
Yeah.
Now we have stairs, so people can actually get in the pool, and it's just a nicer experience.
That's good. That's good to hear. So pool season always, I think it's like the last day of school, right?
For last day of school, we have the pool open for $1. Mm-hmm. And, that way, kids come in, they have a blast on that day. And then, other days, we have season passes, and I'll get to that in a second, and day and how much a day would be. But we also have parties.
Yeah.
And the parties are $120, and they're from 6:30 to 8:30 at night. And one of the things that we just did is we had a volleyball net installed. So we have a volleyball net that extends over the pool.
Yeah.
So you can play volleyball in the pool. We want to look at getting a basketball hoop there too, so people can play basketball. And all this stuff can be used during parties. So if you want to have a party, birthday party or whatever, you bring your own cake, you bring your own food. You can use the volleyball net. We also have diving boards, so you can use the diving board. Okay. So we're trying to get it so it's it's good for kids during the day, but then families can get together, have birthday parties there, have other parties there at night. We also have water aerobics. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be able to have, and I'm working with Silver Sneakers to get Silver Sneakers in there. So now people can pay for that. So that's a good thing too.
A lot of different programs then.
Yeah, we try a lot of stuff. We have night swim on Thursdays. So what we've done is so when I started on the Parks and Rec board, and probably 10 years ago, I don't even know how long it's been.
Wow.
We've done a really good job, I feel, with the parks, getting them to be better, getting them to be more community friendly, and it's just been a really good thing, and people seem to enjoy it. And the other thing about our water is we have it specific. We know exactly what chemicals to put in, so it's always clear. Mm-hmm. We have never had a cloudy day at the pool. Good. And that's huge when you come to the pool. And we also, we just, with the concession stand, with everything else there, it's just a great, thing for people to go to. You don't have this, this huge area, but what you have there is a lot of stuff and a lot of fun.
All right, so let's talk about season passes. Are they available now?
Yeah, they're available now on Homer Center Park, PARK, and rec.com. So if you buy them before 6/1/2022, the family pass is $250. The student pass is $120. The adult pass is $110, and senior citizens is $94. Now, if it's paid after 6/1/2022, the price for family goes up by $25. Students go up by $10. Adults go up by $20, and senior citizens are the same. So, you could go to Homer Center Parks and Rec. You can sign up for a pool pass. It's one of the least expensive ways to have your kids or your family be able to do activities, right. in Homer City. And we have people from Blairsville, United, a lot of people, different people coming to the pool. We have a cooperation with Blairsville. They're, promoting our pool. We're promoting their
activities?
Yeah, but at like the weight room and
their rec center.
Yeah, their rec center. So we're trying to do that too. And then if you have a day pass, it's $8, and before 3:00, and then after 3:00, it's $4.
Okay, so $8 for an all-day pass, $4 if it's after 3:00. So
yes.
Kind of like a half day at that point.
Exactly. Yeah, we just want to make it so it's affordable to everybody. The concessions are affordable. Mm-hmm. Our thing is just to make. We really want to have parks that, and the profit, is not something we're looking at. We're just looking at having parks that could, and recreation that could be good for everybody and everybody can afford.
Right.
One of the other things I'm trying to do is Centron, which is a park, it's a soccer field out by the Booster Complex.
Okay, I know where you're talking about.
I'm looking at maybe getting an ultimate disc field there because it's just a field. And I don't know anybody doing ultimate disc. It's not Frisbee golf. It's actually
it's kind of like a combination of soccer and Frisbee, I would
yes,
put it.
yeah. And so I mean, so if we could get that set up there, it's self-regulated. All you need is a disc. You can go there, you can play, learn how to do it online. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of colleges have it too. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of recreation areas. So that way, people can learn about that and do it after they graduate, or do it while they're in school or in the summer. It's a really good cardiovascular exercise to keep you in shape for your sports.
Any big events coming up as far as the Parks and Rec Commission?
So there's Family Fun Day, and I don't know exactly what day that is. That's put on by the church in Homer City, and for the life of me, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Oh boy.
So they're having a Family Fun Day. They'll have bands, and they'll have all kinds of the Christian Missionary Alliance Church with the Ditters.
All right.
So they're putting it on. So we have that going on, and that's really the big thing right now that we have.
Okay.
We're trying to work with the PTA to put something on that would be a fundraiser for the PTA and Parks and Rec.
Now, can people volunteer their time with Parks and Rec and to help out, maybe clean up or do other activities? Or are you seeking lifeguards for the pool?
Yeah, well, we're seeking lifeguards. We always are, and we have our crew, which is great. Their maintenance crew. So as far as if you see garbage, you can pick it up.
Yeah.
And that type of thing. And if you want to volunteer and go to in town, or you want to go to one of the parks and clean up, we'll never say no.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah. So people could do that if they want to, and that would help out, because what we're doing is we're basically an entity that's funded by the township, the borough, and the school. Mm-hmm. So what happens is if we can have our people do different stuff besides clean up garbage, then that's going to be just make everything better.
All right, excellent. We're just about out of time. Again, if people want more information about Parks and Rec, they can log on. What's the website again?
HC Park, PARK, and rec.com.
hcparkandrec.com.
Yes.
Excellent. And pool season, again, opens the final day of school year for the Homer Center School District. And, of course, a lot of activities already underway on those parks in Homer City and Center Township as well. Aaron, we're just about out of time. Thanks very much for joining us today on Indiana in the Morning. And give everybody our best down there.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Aaron Lehman joining us this morning here on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Our interview is presented by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. 9:24 on Indiana in the Morning, and coming up in our next half hour, we'll have some representatives from Maymart joining us.